It's that time. It is that time. It is time for another SJPORR experiment beer review. And today we've got MrSparty1995. That's James. And we've got his 6% ABV, 40 IBU beer. This is agave added during fermentation, brown sugar for batch priming. So it's interesting. And I know, James, you were a little nervous about setting this one out, a little apprehensive. You know, it is what it is. I gave it some time, so it's had time to sit. So let's just see what we got here. It doesn't sound to me like, other than those two that I'm aware of, other than the agave and the brown sugar, that he did anything else to the base. So anyway, we'll see. All right. Well, first of all, damn, that's a nice head. I mean, really. And it seems like all of them that have just kept with the base have had quite a head on them. So we've got a 2-finger head there. The color's nice. It's really like it's funny we say honey, because it's almost a honey gold, don't you think? Look at that. It's like a kind of a nice, somewhat deep amber, you know, darker side of amber. So really nice coloring on that. A very nice head. You know, I can see some effervescence coming up the side. So we know we've got some carbonation on that. Let's get the nose on this one. Oh, that has a nice smell. I gotta tell you. Wow, okay, so I don't know what you did for hopping, and it makes me kind of wonder, did you do some late hopping? You know, I probably could go back and watch the videos, but I've tried to, I'm not watching anybody else's videos on these reviews until after I've reviewed any given beer. And I haven't gone back really and watched, but I'm getting like some great fruit off of this. And I'm not just talking like citrus, I'm getting some tropical fruit on this. Yeah, it's like I'm getting hints of pineapple. Boy, it's hard to nail. I've got some grapefruit on it, it seems like. You know, and some general citrus. It almost seemed like I got some other tropical aromas, though. You know, it's like I'm getting like a little bit of an orange off it as well. So kind of a light pineapple, orange, possibly some mango. Again, I'm getting some good fruit on this. So that's pretty pleasant. I'm getting the malt in the background. You know, obviously it's got some sweet malt in there, and whatever you did with the agave, that's blending in nice to make kind of a nice sweet background to the hops on there. It's a really nice smell. That's a really pleasant smell. All right, let's get the taste on this one. Cheers. It's an interesting blend with those flavors. I mean, agave sugars give off really different tastes, as do brown sugars. So it's a really unique flavor. But, I'm picking up on both of those actually. But I'm also getting some like floral hop type flavor on it, which is really nice. I'm getting a little bit of that light orange, and possibly a slight bit of like a orange peel on it. Real light, real light. But I'm also getting a little bit of tropical. So here, let me take a few minutes to sip on this, and I'll come back and describe it better. I'm thinking I've misinterpreted some of these like aromas and tastes because the influence of the agave and the brown sugar. As I'm tasting this, I'm not really getting so much an orange. I might get a little bit of rind, like some kind of a generic citrus rind taste, slightly. Not really so much the orange, not really so much the tropical. I think I was misinterpreting the combination of that agave and the brown sugar and the influence it has, but I'm definitely getting hops. I'm definitely getting a lot of hop character. Actually, it's a really pleasant hop character. I'm actually really liking it. But these other flavors with that agave kind of have thrown off my little senses a little bit. I'm definitely getting a lot of floral hop on it. for sure. Some big floral hop. I'm getting a bit of citrus, more of a generic citrus, but again, it could be more like a lemon or orange rind, a little bit, kind of a flavor. I'm getting like the slightest hint of pine on that as well. It's very light, but definitely it's there. And it's really funny, as I was smelling it again, getting the aroma, something about that brown sugar and the agave with it, it's like, it's coming across as like a floral honey almost. But very pleasant, actually. I mean, it's very nice. I kid you not. I think this is a nice tasting beer. Yeah, it's an, you know, I love variety. I do love my variety. So, you know, you get me there. When you get an interesting combination, man, you can potentially really hook me in. But I think this came out really nice, James. So I have to really compliment you. And I think you took a risk, kind of, frankly, you know, with putting this combination together. And I think you knew that, but I'm pleased. I'm pleased. And some beers just take time. And this might be one that just took a little more time. I'm trying to think. I know that I've heard of a commercial beer that used agave. So I'm kind of curious where you came up with that or what you were thinking of when you fashioned it. But tasting this, I could absolutely see a commercial version coming off of, you know, something very similar. Possibly increasing the hops or you know, we were trying to keep lower IBUs. But a lot of late hop additions for flavor and aroma with this. Damn. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, that'd be good, because I'm enjoying this one. So it's time for rating, the really fun part. So first of all, we're going to go with color. All right, color's great, especially when I think of what you're talking about, a beer like this, and knowing the base. Again, I can't really grade you down any place. It has that really nice amber honey color, which is awesome. I really dig on the color. That's good. It had quite a beautiful head. Has good carbonation. Could maybe use a slight bit more, but watch this. I haven't tried it yet, but I got my bets. Yeah, see, if I spin that up, look, it builds back up a little bit. So you're pretty good there. I mean, your brown sugar still did a nice job carving this up well. You know, there's just minor lacing, but look at that. It's there, you know? So very attractive in that sense. Mouth feels good, all of that. So I'm going to give you an 8. I mean, if this was an IPA, actually, or a double IPA, I'd be stoked with this. I mean, on a commercial beer, I would think this was just a beautiful beer. Aroma. Wow, I mean, I know what the base was on this. And the fact is that you took what was the base, and by putting the brown sugar in it and the agave, you really changed up the aroma quite a bit. Aroma's good. Aroma's very good for me personally. I'm giving you a 9 on aroma because I'm so happy with it. And I'm a sucker for unique. So, you know, I may score different than others. I'm going to be really, really curious to see how people score your beer. But I like the taste. I like all this floral hops. You've got me guessing on some of these flavors coming in. And yeah, do it again, but make it bolder. Oh, and take the oatmeal out. But very, very nice. So I'm giving you an 8 on taste. So that puts you at an 8.3. This actually, given the time, Mr. Paranoid, I'm teasing you, James, but it came out nice. 8.3. This is a nice beer. So I just need to give a big thanks to James, MrSparty1995, with his wonderful experimental agave and brown sugar beer. Very tasty indeed. I will see you in the next SJPORR Experiment beer review. Cheers.